How we doing, man? It's my first trade recap back since I passed my funded account, and it's good to be back, man. I posted a few videos I had scheduled to come out, and they came out. You guys saw those, but I'm back, man. I'm back from my vacation. I went snowboarding. I'll actually pull up a clip at the end if you guys want to see what I did, man. I got my one of my best trips so far. I got a lot better. My third year going snowboarding. I'm really happy with my progress for sure. So I'll throw a clip on at the end for you guys to see. But yeah, let's get into the trading, man. That's what you guys watch me for, not for my snowboarding. But I'm happy to be back, man. After a vacation is nice, but it is tricky to trade after coming back, right? Especially coming back to a day that, in my opinion, right, maybe not for you, but for me, wasn't very good. It really wasn't good, and I don't know if that was just being on a break or what, but price action was pretty tricky for me to navigate, in my opinion, today, right? And I'll go over why. First thing that I did after coming back from the break was on the 50K Express that we worked so hard to get, the first ever one that we got. I set up some rules. I have a $100 daily loss limit. I pray to everything that I don't ever crash out and change this. I want this to be a staple for now, for a while, until we increase size, but I want to trade one micro. Today, we did not take a single trade. We did not take a trade. So this account has no trades on it yet. Yeah, no trades at all. We got it on the 7th, activated probably the 9th. We have no trades on this, but that's fine, right? This is the first day that we are actually back. And this account, I want this account to stay with me for a long time. You guys check this number here, right? This number, I want it to be there for a long, long time, right? We didn't take a trade. What did I do? I locked my account out pretty early. I probably wasn't going to take a trade anyways because it was my first day back, so I really get tripped out on those types of days. But what did we do? We started a new combine today, and we made $267 on it. Not even my best performance today by any means. I think on these combines, I'm going to trade about 5 micros, and I want to use them as a better paper account where I can just really, really grow with my confidence and holding my trades, execute my trades, all of that. Heck, even losing, right? I want to get better at losing a trade and coming back the next day and seeing that, it's not the end of the world, right? Because I think my biggest problem has been not being able to handle losses, right? Not being able to lose and then say, you know what? I'm going to come back tomorrow and it's going to be fine, right? And I haven't been able to do that yet. I haven't been able to lose and say, cool, I'm going to come back tomorrow and we're going to get this. I lost 500 today, or however much, that's a lot, but I lost 300 or 250 or $300, whatever, and I can make that back tomorrow because I know that if I find a good setup tomorrow and I hold my trade right, I can make that back. And I haven't been able to get to that point yet because of just worrying about passing my account. So now that I've passed my account, I hope I can just start doing better, right? Today, why do I say it's kind of a tricky day? If we look at the 1 minute, besides the move off open, right, there was no real setups. There's no real pullbacks. There's no real inversions to the downside. This was just really slow price action. We'd start selling off, jump up. We'd start selling off, come up, no inversions that we can have here. Start selling off, get an inverse here, doesn't even come all the way back up. Makes a bunch of these stack lows, and this is where I did take my trade. And again, I made some mistakes on it in terms of taking profits. First day back, right, it does get a little tricky sometimes, and that's all right. I'll give myself some grace on that. But I do need to do better, right? This was my main target on this trade, was this. And I'll just pull up the recap for you guys. Not the recap. I'll pull up the trade execution for y'all. Here we go. And what happened to that, man? All right. So we got into the trade, and we had our stop loss above the inversion, and it was just taking a second to do much. Definitely just, it took a little bit. We'll kind of skip through here. This is my break-even point because we had all these stack lows. That was the main confluence for getting this trade. We had swept out this high here. It's really micro scale. And then we had this follow through this gap right here. So I expected that this would be the first low hit and that we'd run these at the same time. And my target would have been $412 if I would have just held down to there. Obviously, we made less, so I'll show you guys why. Why did I make less, right? A good reaction off the midpoint of the inversion. And then we finally start moving down, right? Where do we start moving down? Right around here. Yeah, right around here. Let's get to the point where we go break even. So we flush through the lows, and I move break even. Not upset with that. I think that's fine. I think that's more than fine, especially with how today's price action has been. Sometimes you have to be aware. What I don't like was that right there where I scaled 2 micros off. That's something I didn't want to keep doing. Yeah, that's just bad, right? It's just bad. It's plain and simple. It's just bad. Again, I don't want to just blame everything on taking a break off the charts, but I do think that plays into it. I really do, because taking a break off the charts, you're not as confident, you're not as whatever, you're not as sharp. And I really wish that this could have, I could have been a little bit more decisive with it. And then I was going to scale 2 more off here. And I actually end up just kind of taking a little early, right here. I'll see you guys drag it up. I miss out on about 12 more points there, which is about 24, which is about 50 more bucks, which is annoying, right? Which is frustrating. I end up getting, less there. And then on the last remaining micro, I end up just closing the position when it flushed through the lows for about 50 points there. So again, not the worst. And then I lock out my account there. Not the worst ever, right? Not the worst ever execution. On the last micro, we did get 50 points. That's not bad. I could have held all the way down to this low. Really not a bad trade. You guys can hear my dog back there. Not a bad trade at all, but definitely just some executional errors, right? But that's what we're trying to keep practicing, right? Just because I passed my account doesn't mean that I'm perfect yet. Doesn't mean that I'm profitable yet. Doesn't mean any of that. It doesn't mean that I'm done improving, right? We still can keep learning, keep improving, keep getting better, and that's what I'm obviously trying to do. Is just keep getting better, right? So I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. But yeah, the break was fun. It was great. I had a great time snowboarding, but it is tricky to come back sometimes after, especially when you get thrown into price action like this. Why was my bias short? Mainly, really just these equal lows, or these relative equal lows right here. Other than that, and I wanted to see a rebalance down to this low. Besides that, everything was bullish, right? We had some type of news come out, can't remember, right here. Massive move up, about 200. Wow, I didn't realize it was that much. 286 points. We had news yesterday that was big as well, like 180 points. So we had a big news event, and we come down and we hold very bullish off open, and we run this high here, and I wanted to see these highs still, but I do believe we're just going to rebalance. We have this 1 hour fair value gap that we haven't touched yet, and we're also creating a 4 hour in about 2 hours. So the chart's really bullish on the higher time frame. The only thing that isn't super bullish is these relative equal lows here, but besides that, this impulse move up is very bullish. We do have an SMT with ES here. ES has cleared all of these highs. So in terms of market bias and stuff like that, it was also a little bit tricky as well, because I'm kind of conflicted, right? I'm kind of conflicted where I want to see price go. But I do think that this fair value gap will give us a lot of context coming into tomorrow if it's still around this area. And then look at the 5 minute, man. When you look at the 5 minutes today, we did not have a real fair value gap created besides 940. After that, we just had really slow price action. I mean, these days are just inherently going to be tricky, right? For me, they're going to be tricky for my strategy because there's not much clear movement, not clear directional movement. Everything just gets a little bit more hairy. So we just inverse this last gap. I do believe we'll be geared to these lows, but again, nothing's guaranteed in trading. So my bias was a little bit loose today, coming off a break, coming into a weird day. It was just a lot of things that were tricky, but the best way to navigate that is just to take it slow. And take it slow. Don't trade on your Express account or whichever account is like your Express account or live account, or if it's your Combine, don't trade on your Combine first day back, trade on a paper account, right? do things that are simple, do things that are easier so that you don't have to feel super stressed after coming back from break, which is what I was trying to do. So again, what are my plans for this account? I kind of talked about it, but just 5 micros, man. I want to trade with 5 micros, and I want to pass the account just doing the right thing. And I want to, I want to be disciplined even on the EVA. I want to take 2 trades maximum a day. If I win a trade, I want to be done. I want to hold my trades the right way, and I want to just show myself what's possible when I do the right thing, right? What is possible? What can I achieve? How easy is it for me? How hard is it? How consistent do I get winning trades and all that stuff? Because that will show me, when I'm ready, right? When I'm ready to start scaling up on the Express account. So, yeah, I'm happy with where I'm at in my trading, but I can always keep getting better, man. It's not the end. That's why like a lot of people were leaving some hate comments on my a lot of you guys didn't. A lot of you guys were happy and leaving positive comments, but a lot of people left some hate comments on my passing my account video because, I didn't do it in the best way. And that's fine, but I like to respond to all of those and say, I'm still getting better. I'm still learning. I'm still getting better. I'm still improving. Everyone's improving. So things don't have to be perfect, right? Don't expect things to be perfect. Don't expect yourself to be perfect. You're not going to be perfect in trading. You're not going to be even close to perfect in trading for a long time. It's going to take a long, long time before you can even get anywhere near that word perfect. So just be confident in your learning and just get better each day. As for the Express account, one thing that I do feel is I feel a lot of nerve. I feel a lot of pressure. I feel a lot of whatever. I didn't take a trade on the account today, but it was a lot of, what if there's a good setup? Do I even know what a good setup looks like? Do I know what a setup that I should be taking on that account looks like? And I feel myself already starting to overthink, what trades do I want to take on that account? How do I want them to look? How big do I want to have a stop loss? How do I want to hold them? Because I'm going to have 1 micro, and it's just like all these different things combined, right? If I would have taken this trade, which I wouldn't have, but if I would have taken this trade on my Combine or Express account, I would have had a 27-point stop loss, so risking my $50, and I probably would have gone break even at this low, and I would take profit at this low. So I would have made $80, right? $84, which would be solid, right? That would be a solid first day, $80. That's great. That's like clocking in for a shift or half a shift, and in about 5 minutes I would make that. So that's where I need to have my head, and I need to have my head at, if I lose, I come back the next day and I win, right? That's where I want to make the most improvement in my trading. And a little bit, this water just turned on, I don't know if you can hear it, but where I want to make the most improvement with my trading is start to really believe in my plan, really believe in my system, really believe in my process, and just be process focused. There's no longer any need for me to worry about passing my account because I've done it. I don't need to pass it again for the first time. I have an Express account. I just need to keep it. I don't need to worry about a payout. I don't need to worry about anything. I just need to trade like a real trader. I need to trade like a profitable trader. I need to execute like a trader. And what does that look like? It just looks like taking a trade because it's good, letting the trade play out because it's good, taking profits where you're supposed to, and showing up the next day. Nowhere in there did I say anything about winning. Did I say anything about losing? I just said take a setup because it's good, execute the trade well because it's a good trade and you know how to trade. Win, loss, whatever, come back the next day, do the right thing, and keep it going, because that is profitability, that is trading, that is what I'm trying to become. All the things I want to become are just on the other side of discipline. So I just have to build that discipline muscle. I have to build the locked in muscle and just really, really focus on doing the right thing and getting better. And that's hard. It's hard. That's what makes people struggle with trading. That's what makes trading hard. It's hard to do, right? It's hard to do for a reason. But it's a nice challenge, man. I always love looking for challenges in life and trading and whatever. And this is the biggest one, right? The biggest challenge is yourself, is beating yourself, and coming out on the other end victorious, right? So it's just the sense of fear and anxiousness is something I need to just work through, but it's something I want to recognize coming back from a break and coming back to a new stage in my trading, which is on an Express account where it can actually make me money, right? I've never before traded on something that can actually make me money, which actually matters, right? So I just need to acknowledge the fact that that's going to be difficult, and a new learning curve. And I just have to have confidence that I have to have confidence in my stop loss. I have to have confidence in my entries. I have to have confidence in my take profit. I just have to have confidence that the process in the long run will yield results. But I haven't allowed myself to see that yet firsthand. I haven't allowed myself to reap the benefits of following the process. So I'm having to train myself to follow the process right away. So tough. But it's the journey, man. This is the hard part. This is what makes it worth it. You can't expect to make a doctor's salary by just playing around on a computer. You have to really put in work. You have to really get better. I mean, it's the reason why people make so much money doing this. Is because it's worth a lot of money. This skill is valuable, right? So that's kind of my trade recap. That's kind of my thoughts. Not really too much to go over today. Not really too interested in this chart. Again, like I said, I didn't like price action today. Not saying that it's not good for you or your model. For me and my model, I didn't like it. It's confusing. Not my favorite day, if I'm just being honest. Day back, not my favorite day. Tricky, but we did all right. What else did I want to say? Yeah, that's all I have for the trading. If you guys want to see the snowboarding clips, I'm going to send them from my phone real quick to my computer. And then, yeah, stick around for that. As you guys know, I don't really edit my videos, so this part will be in there. But, yeah, I'm super happy with where I'm at in my life, and I just want to keep progressing, keep getting better. Can't make this any smaller. Okay. I just want to keep getting better and keep progressing. But, yeah, the snowboarding trip was amazing. I was in Salt Lake City, Utah. For any of you guys that snowboard, we went to Brighton and Solitude. I like Brighton a lot better. And I just need to find the clips I have of myself. I have so many clips on here. I have like one jump I want to show you guys. Here we go. I got that. Send that to my MacBook. And let's see if it can pop up. All right, we got it. Let's see if we send any more good ones. Okay, I don't have any more there. Let me check this shared album real quick. But yeah, man, I appreciate all y'all's support on my videos recently. The ones I posted did all right when I was gone. And yeah, it was just nice, man. It's nice to be out on vacation. Really cool stuff. I'll show you guys this picture too. And I'm thinking about, and I mentioned this in the previous video, but I'm gonna be working on a free Discord where I'll live trade some of the days. Not gonna guarantee all of them, but some of the days I'll be live trading. And I will also be, I think I'm gonna start an Instagram soon for trading. I think that'll be nice, just because, yeah, it'd be nice to be on another platform. I think I've heard TikTok's going down. I don't know. I hate TikTok, so I don't really care. But I'll show you guys this little 180 here. And let me get a few more of these clips. But yeah, I mean, I've heard that TikTok's shutting down. I'm glad TikTok's shutting down because I can't stand that platform. And it just makes me happy that I don't have to ever get on that platform to post content on. So that's cool. Yeah, let me get the last few one of these clips. I didn't get too much, which kind of was annoying on the trip. I didn't get enough clips of myself. Didn't want to ask all my friends to take videos of me constantly. So I wish I did get more. I wish I got some videos of me just sliding down the mountain really quick. Because that's probably my favorite thing to do. But I got a lot better this trip. It was really sick. I got a lot better at snowboarding, which is always great. Every year I've gotten better. And yeah, I'll just show you guys these 3 clips. Don't want to make this video super long anyways. But this is the first picture right here. This is a little panorama I took. Make this bigger. This thing was sick. This is right off the top of the lift. You just had a... Where's my mouse at? This thing dead? Yeah, my mouse died. Wow. So this is a little panorama. Like, you get off the lift here, obviously. I mean, mountains in the background, snow on the ground. I mean, it was sick. It was actually sick. And then let's go to our first clip here. This is our little 180 here. it's not too impressive because we're not amazing at ride and switch, but I practice ride and switch a lot on this trip, and that's me right there in the front. And I hit a little 180, going kind of slow, but I wanted to just get used to just jumping and switching. So that was a little 180 there. It's kind of cool. Again, I'm really happy with my improvement. And then the last clip, which was my favorite clip of the whole trip, which is what my biggest ever jump in the park. This was my biggest ever jump in the park. And the filmer, unfortunately, the best clip I have, he kind of messed up. But I got the best air I've ever gotten there. But he didn't give the ride out. And then the third jump, he missed. But if we slow it down here, you can actually still see I did get some pretty good air through the park. I mean, that was pretty sick. And unfortunately, he misses the landing. But you can kind of see I'm still in the air there. I'm still in the air. And then I finally land like there. And then you see me ride through. And you see that I stuck the landing, and then I got my third jump. That was the best clip I have of the trip so far. So one more time, boom, there I am flying through the air. That was my goal for the trip, was to hit a nice jump in the park, and that was my best jump I ever did. So really happy with the trip. But that's enough of that. You guys don't come here to watch me snowboard, and I'm just trash at snowboarding. But my third week ever of snowboarding, separated between a year every time. Happy with it. But yeah, in terms of the market, tricky day on the market. Tricky day in general to come back on the first day. But yeah, we come back tomorrow and we do better. I'm back with the videos. You guys are going to see it, man. 2025, I'm finally fully locked in now. I'm back tunnel vision on trading because I'm not on vacation anymore. I have nothing planned for a long time. So I'm just back home with my parents, and I'm going to be trading nonstop, getting better nonstop, posting videos nonstop. It's going to be big, man. It's going to be big. So I appreciate all you guys. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Like the video. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully you guys had a good day. Let me know how it was. Happy to be back, man. Appreciate all you guys. Peace.